Okay guys, today we're going to be putting on some more parts onto JADE as we progress toward our final build with the 131 engine in it. Today I got my two helpers, Saoirse and Stefan, and they're going to be giving me a hand today. Now, what we're going to be doing today is not anything super spectacular. What I'm going to do is increase the size of the crash bar. Let's take a look at that. We're going to be getting rid of the one thing that I really dislike about this model of bike, the Road King Special or any of the specials, and that is that really tiny, super tiny crash bar. I think it looks awkward. I don't like the performance. So we're going to be changing that out, and I really love the mustache guard, but we're going to go even bigger to a full-size guard because I'm going to be doing something on the front end of this that's going to really dramatically aid the bike for the big changes we have coming up. And let's go ahead and talk about that right now. So here's the thing. The big change is that we're moving. We are going to be leaving Austin, Texas, and going somewhere else with epic riding, and will really let me use the performance of the bike. It is super exciting. We'll talk more about the destination later on. It could be down the street. It could be the next state. It might be another country. We're going to wait and talk about what that is. But we are definitely making a improvement in our life. So it's going to make a big impact on the riding and on the channel, and I can't wait to share that with you. But that is also going to mean that I have to make a few additional modifications to the bike to make it even more functional. But we are quickly on the way to getting this build project completed. We'll have a future video about the engine. We have a couple different things that we're doing with the 131 that are slightly different than what we were originally planning, but it's going to come out even better. So I look forward to sharing that with you. Let's get on with this build. So the very first thing that we're going to do is that engine guard. Okay, so whereas I have tried to stay as much as possible with Harley Davidson on the parts, I am going to go with the Hogworkz engine guard on this case. So that'll mean that on the bike I have right now the Hogworkz lights, the little LED turn signal lights front and back, and now we're going to have the engine guard. The only other thing that I am currently planning to get from Hogworkz is the saddlebags to go with the one-sided exhaust, and that'll make more sense in a future video. So let's get this boxed open and see what we got. Okay, let's get this puppy open. Watch out, baby.
Puppy? Puppy?
It's not a puppy, it's just an expression. I think he went inside. Do you want to go check? Move, please. Move, please.
Look at this big piece.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is big.
Yep, that is the engine guard.
Ooh, can I pop some of the bubbles?
I'll give you guys this once I get the thing off. Okay, so just bear with me a minute. So what I'm wondering is, am I going to increase the lean angle of the bike or hurt the lean angle of the bike? Right now, the lean angle of this bike is not determined by the backs, but it is determined by the guard. So that's the big thing going on with the lean angle on these bikes, the limiting factor. So is that lean angle going to be better or worse than this piece here? We will find out when we take the bars off the bike. Okay, so we're going to take off the two bottom bolts first on this guy. They're a T45. Okay, let's go do the other side. Okay, up here in the center we have these two bolts, and this here is a T30. So let's get these guys off. And you're gonna wanna loosen both of these slowly. Don't take them all the way out until they're both ready to come out so that this crash bar does not fall and scratch up something underneath. Don't fall, baby. Okay, now we're just gonna slide it through the bottom. Now we're doing this top one right here. And we'll be done in just a few moments. Okay, we're running into a little trouble here. So let me show you what I mean. The screw that connects the top. If you were connecting to this, it doesn't go through, right? Or I'm sorry, it goes through, but it doesn't hit anything. Same here. So the question then becomes, what's going to hold that screw in? And nothing came with the package. So what I had to do is go down and get these guys, these nuts here, and you see the measurements, and they're zinc, and we got some Loctite, and we're going to put it in on the other side to secure them. Now what I'm going to do, and I have to use both hands, I'm going to put the camera down. When putting those in, is I'm going to reach up underneath here and hold that nut in as I'm screwing it in. So let's get this on. Okay, I'm not going to lie, that was a much bigger pain in the ass than what I expected. But here's what it looks like. Remember, we have the same lean angles, but we're going to be able to fit a lot more equipment onto these. And I feel I have some serious protection as compared to that much smaller one, which I just don't trust. So let's get into adding a couple things on here. Okay, so what are we going to add on here? I've got some Harley Davidson parts. They're the highway pegs. We're going to put those guys on here, and I have a couple tricks to show you. Okay, so we're going to be mounting the WillieG's highway pegs, riders, over here on the short stalk adjustable mounting angles. Okay, let's do this. First step is going to be to take these and mount them on there, so then when we put these onto the bike, then they will be able to be properly adjusted. Okay, here's one of the tricks that I was told. This is our angle that we're going to put on. Now, putting metal directly onto this painted surface is going to cause some grip, but it's not going to be fabulous. So what I have been told that will both protect this paint in case I ever want to move them and give it more grip by an old biker is to get some electrical tape and line the inside of these, not the highway bars, but put the electric tape in here and then put them on, and that'll provide a much better grip and it will protect the paint. So let's do that. Okay, so we had to stop the sound, and I'm doing a voiceover. You'll see right here that we are looking at the mounted pegs, which fold up. I got my riding bell on there, and take a look at it from the other side. And I got my GoPro mount there temporarily, and you can see the pegs there. We had to do a voiceover because the neighbors started mowing their lawn right next to me, right at this point. So please excuse that. But this is what it looks like.